What if you had the power to commit any illegal act and never be discovered? Would you still act with justice and honesty? Once, I made a comment. Nothing extreme, nothing offensive. I simply criticized the behavior of a client I had attended. The comment was posted on an internal company forum. And then came the response. A flood of attacks, aggressive, disproportionate, personal. A true virtual lynching. But in the middle of all that, one comment caught my attention. A coworker wrote, "Don't take the attacks personally. It's the internet that gives these people courage. They wouldn't have the same impulse if they were looking you in the eyes." That made me stop, because it raised an uncomfortable question. Did people really disagree with me, or did they simply feel free to attack? Since ancient times, a troubling question has echoed through the human mind. Is justice something that comes from within us? Or is it merely the fear of punishment that keeps us in line? And perhaps that question has already been answered more than 2,000 years ago. Proposed a thought experiment in his work. The story of a man named Gyges, a simple shepherd in service of the king. After a great storm, the earth opens before him. Driven by curiosity, he descends into the chasm. Down there, he finds something impossible, a hollow bronze horse, and inside it, a body. On the finger of that body, there was a golden ring. Gyges takes the ring and returns to the surface. Days later, he discovers something intriguing. By turning the ring, he becomes invisible. And in that moment, everything changes. Unseen, unjudged, unpunished, Gyges does what many claim they never would. He seduces the queen, conspires against the king, and kills him. And so, he takes power. But Plato's point was never just the story, it was what it reveals. If anyone had that power, they would act the same way. Because according to him, no one is just by choice. We are just because we are afraid. Now go back to that situation. No magical ring, just a screen, just the feeling of anonymity, just the absence of immediate consequences. And still, the behavior repeats itself. Hostility, cruelty, dehumanization. Maybe my coworker was right. Many of those people wouldn't have the courage to say what they said if they were looking me in the eyes. And that reveals something deeper. The internet doesn't create courage, it removes fear. And when fear disappears, what emerges is what was always there. But the question is not about them, it's about you. What you've said online, would you say it face to face? What would you do if you knew you would never be punished? Justice may not be who you are, but the limit you are afraid to cross. And when that limit disappears, what remains is the true human being. Here we do not deliver comfort, we deliver awareness. This is the channel, the silence that screams,